What's up guys, KW175 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and this is probably going to be one of my most exciting Pokemon Duel videos, this one, and there's going to be a part 2. So our first opponent running a pretty powerful deck at 1880, I am just right around 1612, so we're going to be seeing things from my opponent's perspective. They open up with the Lunala, as I'm sure most of you guys see. So I surround my goal with Lunala in the Marshadow. So I'm going to try to get some Cosmog cheese, but I mean, let's face it, this player's pretty good. I mean, their league rating in the 3700s, so they're a pretty good player. So they're going to be able to come over, attack with their Sableye. We're able to survive for the time being, so I'm going to backtrack. No point keeping the Cosmog there. You know, we went up there, tried to get the cheese, it didn't pay off. And now our Banette's going to become confused, which isn't a huge deal. You know, because you never really know what Banette's going to hit anyway. So Sableye going to jump over, attack me. We're going to get the Nebby's power. Confused? It's not great. It's not great. I'd kind of like to get burned if that Sableye attacks again. But if we do get knocked out, it's not going to be the worst thing. We do have the Phantom Sphere on our Sableye. Of course, the Lunala gets that Moongeist beam. We shift into the splash, but the Sableye definitely lands that Will-O-Wisp, so being burned is much better than being confused. So now I'm going to go ahead and run over with my Banette with that X speed, try to get an attack off, and that was the, well, I mean, I'm good with that, because, you know, I didn't want to get knocked out. I was kind of hoping to get the Destiny Bond, or shift into the gold, purple. Like, try to get that Lunala off the entry point, but I'll take that. I'll take that. It's better than, getting knocked out. Now we're going to hit that Nebby's power. This is pretty awesome here. We're going to be able to call our Lunala over to us, which I'm fine, protecting the Sableye and the Marshadow. Like you guys know, I have the gold block in the arsenal, so we're going to be pretty good. They go for the attack. We get that Cosmic power, the Cosmom holding it down. We're going to slide over with this Banette, and we're going to get a full evolution on our Lunala. So just some great placement, getting the right rolls that we need. I don't feel like it was too lucky. We were pretty much getting, likely outcomes. It was kind of nice that our Cosmog was able to survive as long as it did against that Sableye, but they didn't invest in the gold attack. So they're going to jump over. We have another surround set up if they don't get the knockout, and we're going to hit that Will-O-Wisp. So, going to be able to burn that Banette, not a big deal. We're just going to slide over with that Lunala, take this around, and now they're going to go after this Marshadow. Good play, but they don't have an attack. So, not much they could do except try to cycle that Lunala out. So, either way, it was a good play. But, yeah, it was just funny. Like, because normally, obviously, Lunala is a good matchup for the Marshadow. We're going to shift into the Imprison. So yeah, the Decidueye is probably pretty happy to get that knockout. And now both of our Banette in the PC, but it's not a huge deal because we're getting that damage buff. Every time they get knocked out, we're going to be able to cycle them back. So we max survive the Banette. Plus, I trust Sableye on my goal with that Phantom Sphere. And yeah, they're trying to get rid of my Lunala there. So we're going to move up with our other Lunala and try to get a knockout, but we're going to hit the Will-O-Wisp. Don't want that. Come on. Get the Moongeist beam. So Decidueye doing work with that Phantom Arrow. Huge gold attack. Able to get a double kill if you're adjacent to another Pokemon, kind of like the Greninja's Water Shuriken. So Destiny Bond. Definitely happy about that. Yeah, so Banette versus Banette. I decide to go make a Banette first. I'm like, well, if we get Destiny Bond, it's going to kind of suck. But we just got to hope. All right, cool. We get knocked out. Or, we get the knockout, but we get knocked off. So we are going to devolve. And kind of maybe a waste of Mega, but not really, because now we're holding both the entry points. And we can potentially go in for an attack on that Marshadow if we have to. And but we're gonna go Mega Sableye. Mega Sableye. If I'm able to get the Gnawing Plate, we could negate that that Phantom Sphere. But we are going to get the Shadow Sneak at least. We're going to be able to get the knockout on their Sableye. And we just got to hope that our Lunala or Banette can hang on here. Imprison's going to go off. Beautiful. Imprison. Like, Lunala's going to have to get the Moongeist Beam, which it's definitely known to do. So I'm going to move up, go for the attack, and we get the Shadow Beam into the Will-O-Wisp. So basically going to burn that Lunala. And now they're going to be imprisoned and burned like they'd have just the Moongeist Beam. But the opponent forfeits. I mean, we got some pretty good rolls, but we also had some pretty awesome placement. We got 40 rating for that, for our gym rating. And like I said, that player was around 3,700 in league. So next matchup, couple of Lunala, Sableye, Marshadow, Decidueye, Mimikyu, double max revive. We have an X member, 2150. I'm just at 1750. So, I mean, it kind of feels bad for them. We're at about a 400 rating difference. But X member, assuming they're pretty good, they're ranked up, they're really high in this gym event. Only about 3,100 in league, but, you know, I'm sure they've reached much higher than that. But yeah, we are going to be seeing things from their perspective. And I'm Nesca. If you guys were wondering what my name was, it's named after this really awesome chick off the show Humans. If you guys have ever seen the show, it's on AMC. Yeah, that's why. Nesca. So back to the matchup. You know, not able to get any cheese with Cosmog so far. They're moving up with that Decidueye. Pretty good play. I'm going to block him off from attacking my Marshadow. So that's why I moved the Sableye there. We get the Destiny Bond, but it's into the Moongeist Beam. That's probably one of the most annoying outcomes in this gym. Every time trying to get a knockout on that Lunala, it's just Moongeist Beam all day, and we hit a Will-O-Wisp. So I need anything but Miss or Will-O-Wisp again. We get the Confuse Ray. Would have been nice to get the Shadow Sneak, but I'll settle for a status effect. 100%. So that Sableye coming after our Cosmog, we're going to be able to go neutral with that Confuse Ray. And time to pull the Max Revive. Get that Banette back. And potentially going to go Mega Banette because we do negate gold attacks. Sableye successful in knocking out our Cosmog. So we're going to go ahead and go Mega Banette here. There's really no punish. No punish. We negate gold. And, you know, we have a gold attack looking for that Shadow Sneak. We're going to get the knockoff into the miss. Sableye hits and miss. Feels bad. I know all about it. It happens way more than I care to admit. Sableye, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And it is my official favorite figure in Pokemon Duel on my stat page. And they're going to hit a miss, shifting into the Moongeist Beam. Like, yo, if I would have hit a Will-O-Wisp there, I would have been so mad. And we're going to be able to get the Moongeist Beam against that Decidueye. Lucky the Decidueye didn't land the gold. And we're going to get a Confused Ray again. Just can't knock this Lunala out to save my life. And we're going to devolve. So we're down one Mega Banette. We do have one more Mega Banette on deck. And yo, Banette coming in clutch, not spinning a purple. And yeah, time to play the Phantom Sphere. I played on Marshadow. Generally, I played on the Pokemon I'm being most defensive with, kind of on my back line. I like to put it on Sableye, but sometimes I like to be more offensive with Sableye, kind of go in for some attacks, you know, try to get some status down on the opponent. So if I happen to get knocked out, I don't want to lose my Phantom Sphere. So Destiny Bond's going to go off into the Psychic, so we're going to get rid of that. Lunala, the Banette just continue to get stronger. It's been pretty easy to cycle Pokemon in this Gym Cup. And we're going to get the Confuse Ray into our Psychic. So now our Lunala is going to be confused, which might not be the worst. You know, if we can hit the Psychic and try to burn a few things, as long as Sableye is not going to be landing gold. So now's going to be the time to go Mega Sableye. I'm going to move over, take that Surround, go after this Mimikyu, see if we can get a Gnawing Plate, and we get the Gnawing Plate. So now X is going to lose that Phantom Sphere. They're going to move up with that Decidueye. No, my friend, you cannot get any more Pokemon out. We're going to go ahead and backtrack, just hope that this Decidueye can't YOLO his way all the way to victory, and we are going to be able to hit the Moongeist Beam, shifting into the Psychic, getting the knockout. And now we have quite a bit of backup here. So X is going to have a tough time trying to free up his entry points. Imprison's going to go off against that curse. Perfect. Perfect. So now we're going to back up with our Marshadow. We do have a surround set up. Next turn, if they don't get the knockout, I mean, Destiny Bond would have been what they really needed, but we're able to move up with that Marshadow, and they move up off of the goal. Spectral Thief into the Spectral Thief, but they were next to 2 ghost types, so you know, X minus 40, we're going to take the goal. So that's GG. We get a plus 46. Like, I'm sure he lost a lot of rating, but yeah, good game. We're going to get into the next matchup going up against a GL member, Achilles, a pretty powerful deck, ranked up there 2169. Like, we're getting matched up with some big fish. We're only in the 1800s at this point, and like, let's just see what's going to happen. Like, going up against some really good players in this gym, really powerful decks. So I'm not going to run up there. They do have the Decidui, so I'm not in any hurry to run up, take the entry point. They have the Phantom Sphere anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and go Mega Banette here. I'm going to go Mega Banette because we do have a gold. Maybe it's a waste, but I just felt like it was our best chance of trying to get a knockout without giving GL a free evolution. So they're going to go ahead and max survive, which pretty good play. Good play. Looking for the gold or the purple. We're confused. We get the purple, but we shift into the knockoff. So we get sent back to the bench. And GL going to get the evolution into the Gardevoir, taking the entry point. And I have to admit, guys, one of my losses in this gym was against a pretty easy bot. And kind of late game, I'm so dumb. Like, I tried to surround my goal with a Cosmo, and they had a Lunala on the entry point, and they were just like, boop, right on the goal. And I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? Like, just a complete brain fart. Just, you know, you get in the it's like, oh, 3 MP surround the goal. Like, oh man, I knew as soon as I clicked, I'm like, oh no. And yeah, they took the win. So that Warpole actually kind of helping me out there. Lunala definitely having more purple. So, okay, Moongeist Beam into the Confuse Ray. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Here comes Decidui. Not happy about that. And Spear Shackle is definitely going to knock out that Sableye against that Shadow Sneak. So I'm going to come out with the Banette. I knew that was pretty likely, but I'm like, yo, these Lunala just always hit Moongeist. Moongeist Beam all day. So I was kind of hoping that they would shift into the Psychic, but, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. So we're going to go Mega Banette here. We're going to run up, attack this Marshadow, and I still have an X speed, so I am definitely going to try to go after this Marshadow. Or, yeah, knock out this Marshadow and then go after the Sableye with an X speed. But GL definitely sees that, backs up. So I take the surround on the Gardevoir. Like, got to get rid of that Gardevoir. And now we're going to try to get rid of this Decidui. It's definitely a threat, and we're going to be able to get the knockout, well, movement to the PC with that Moongeist Beam. Not technically a knockout, but, I mean, we knocked him out. We sent him to the PC. So, yeah, they're moving in with that Lunala, trying to probably get a Moongeist Beam into the Nebby's power. And, yeah, we don't really have any room to evolve. So, yo, we're able to get that Shadow Sneak into the Confuse Ray, which was, you know, kind of lucky. Definitely lucky, but we do have some odds there. And I felt like even if we got status, we were devolving, not a big deal. And definitely want to get this knockout here. We get the Imprison, which is not bad. It's not bad, but I really wanted to get that knockout there. Really would have been nice to get that knockout there. And here comes Gardevoir with that Super Psy. We're going to be able to Destiny Bond them to the PC and move up with the Lunala. Max Survive is going to go off, and they're going to snuggle, yep, right next to the Marshadow, which, again, good play, protecting that Marshadow. Moon Blast is definitely not going to be enough to get it done. So Lunala going to backtrack there. I'm going to go ahead and move up with this Banette first. I could have moved in for the attack, but I'm like, you know what? Let's get into position here. Yo, that worked. I was like, I just wanted to land the Psychic, but I'll take that knockout. And Lunala going to swing around, and I'm like, come on, survive. I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, all we need to do here is survive one more time. Oh, but he's going to backtrack. Not dumb. Good player. I've played this player a few times. I think if we ever played in gym, I lost. And if we played in the hall, I've lost. But I've won, I think, maybe one match. 1 or 2 matches against this player. So, really good player. Always in the top of the leaderboard. You know, always in featured. So, really good player. This is a really good duel. We're down to turn 253. And, oh man, we're going to get knocked out. We cannot get that dodge. Just sometimes that Marshadow just lands dodge all the time. But I'm running Gold Block, guys. Gold Block has been saving my life this Gym Cup. And I'll tell you what, I don't think Gold Block is just for noobs. I just think it kind of gives you more aggressive options. It really does. And I definitely know how to play and protect my goal without having a Gold Block. But sometimes that can cause you to lose if you have to be too cautious. So we're going to be able to get that knockout there. The X speed coming in super clutch. All right, I'm like, all right. Like, just survive. Just hit the Will-O-Wisp, and the Will-O-Wisp goes off. My prayers have been answered by RNGesus. So now we're just going to move in. We're not going to attack. We're going to leave it up to RNG. Warpole could prolong things. And, yo, we're going to get the 3-star to go neutral, because they could have Warped Hole both of those Pokemon, and we would have had weight. But, yo, we got some pretty fortunate rolls. GG. This player is amazing. I mean, we got a plus 44, just getting some big fish, and ranked up there pretty high in league as well, 3,700. Our next opponent, again in the 2100s, a powerful deck and running a Drifblim on a 5 streak. We're on a 4 streak, and we're in the 1900s, getting close to 2000s. Like, these players are top tier. Like, the matchmaking this gym was really testing me. Like, really testing the skills. And like, I'll tell you guys right now, and you already know, I had 0 wins on Sunday. 0 games played, and I started at around 6:30 p.m. my time, which it ends at 4 a.m. So, like, not even 12 hours to try to go ahead and get 30 wins. So, a huge challenge. I was just grinding, trying to get some wins. So, let's go ahead and analyze this match. I don't want to miss a thing here. So, Will-O-Wisp into the takeaway. Oh, man. We get taken away. Haven't been going up against too many Drifblim. People were running the aliens. But something that I kind of missed in my deck prep, I didn't really go over, with them being 3 MP, they're not going to be able to take away the 2 MP ghost type. So they turned out to not be as good as the Drifblim and Drifloom, since they can take away all 2 and 3 MP. Where the 3 MP, you have to be 3 MP. So Curse is going to go off into the Psychic. So now that Lunala is cursed, which is perfect. But I'll tell you, every time that I've landed a curse on a Lunala, it's been a curse for me, because I cannot seem to knock him out after that. As right here, Moongeist Beam's going to go off, cursed and everything. Mega Banette, just not going to be able to get it done. We get sent to the PC. It's still Mega, just, you know, like I said, we weren't knocked out, just sent to the PC. So now they're imprisoned, which replaces the curse marker. But now they're imprisoned. I'm like, okay, can we get a knockout? No, we're going to get the Destiny Bond. No attack there. No attack. I'm like, okay. All right, Cosmog hitting dodge. Cosmog was irritating sometimes. Like, wanting to land that water splash so much. So again, trying to get this knockout here. Destiny Bond again. Like, okay, get the knockoff. Rip. Okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. We're the walls are closing in, but we're fine. We're fine. You know, not worried at all. Not worried at all right here. Not worried at all. So yeah, Marshadow gets knocked out. Drifblim. like, ready to move in. I'm going to go ahead and play my other Mega. I kind of have to. Got to get rid of this Lunala here. I have to. Are you kidding me? Like, it's getting annoying now. It's definitely getting annoying. So Drifblim going to move over, has this surround set up no matter where I go. So I'm just going to stay here, try to get a knockout. And we both miss. Feels good. It feels good, man. And like that Drifblim threatening my other entry point. They have the Cosmog. I have the Phantom Sphere, so I'm able to go ahead and bring out this Marshadow. I'm like, come on, Marshadow. Thank you. Thank you, Marshadow. Get that knockout. Get that knockout. Like, I cannot move my Sableye at all. Drifblim, Cosmog, now the Decidueye. So I got to move over. Okay, Drifblim going to attack. I was hoping for gold into the purple. And now I'm going to be able to get my other Banette out. I'm like, okay, all right. We were able to kind of weather the storm there. Like, Phantom Sphere coming in super clutch, allowing us to get more Pokemon out. And Shadow Sneak into the huge white attack. So, yeah, feels bad. We're going to move over. Hopefully we don't get taken away here. Oh, no, we needed an Imprison. We needed an Imprison. I can't do anything. Like, if I move Sableye, I'll have to knock that Cosmog out. So I'm going to go make a Sableye. And we're going to be able to get our Lunala out next turn. Here comes his Drifblim again. Gotta get rid of this Decidueye. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Whew. Like, we were completely locked down, guys. We had one figure on the board, but with that Phantom Sphere, we were able to continue to bring Pokemon out. So I still have Gold Block. That's why I'm being so aggressive here and kind of going in for the YOLO. And they have a surround set up with their Marshadow. And they're going to go ahead and play that Mighty Sphere. And I'm like, nah, not going to happen. So they can't surround me here with their Cosmog. But they're definitely going to move up with that Lunala. So now I'm going to backtrack with my Cosmog. I'm like, come on, Cosmog. Just land the Teleport. That's all you're allowed to land is Blue or Teleport. Please just land those attacks. Nothing else. We're going to shift into the Gold, which I'm fine with. Kind of wanted to cycle there and get a Banette back. Whoo, we get the Nebby's power into the miss. And we wouldn't have been able to knock out that Lunala anyway, even if we hit our splash, because of that minus 20 from the Marshadow. So we're going to move up with this Banette, see if we can kind of get a steamroll. Teleport, let's go, Cosmog. Holding it down. If my Cosmog gets knocked out, we're going to be in pretty big trouble. Pretty big trouble. And we get the knockout on that Marshadow. We get our other Banette back, so reclaiming our Pokemon. Confuse Ray into the takeaway. So now that Drifblim gonna have to land a miss if it wants to land takeaway. This Lunala relentless. Teleport again. I'm like, let's go. Again, I still have Gold Block, but if that Cosmog gets knocked out, I'm gonna be in trouble. So finally, the opponent here going to max survive. I'm gonna go ahead, swing around, go for the attack. Oh no, we get the Imprison into the Shadow Sneak. Oh man. Shadow Sneak is going to go off, but the Confuse Ray hurts us. It hurts us. Oh man, but we still have a Gold Block. Our Cosmog has been holding it down, so I'm going to go ahead and Gold Block with this Banette. And here comes this Drifblim again, hitting a miss into the takeaway. I'm like, what is going on? Like, the game wants me to lose. Here comes the Cosmog. I'm going to go ahead back up with this Lunala. Double chance by the opponent's Lunala. Moving over against mine. And I need to hit the Moonguy's Beam. And we do. And they get the Will-O-Wisp. I'm like, anything but the Moonguy's Beam. Of course, you get the Moonguy's Beam on a double chance respin. And I'm like, I'm losing it at this point, guys. I'm pretty low on time as well. I can't remember exactly, but I was definitely behind on time. The opponent had a clear advantage of time. So we lose our entry point again. Our Sableye is the one holding the Phantom Sphere, so we're not able to get any more Pokemon back out. Here comes the Drifblim. I have this Lunala in a Cosmog with a Dream in the Cosmog. Hits the splash allowing us to free up that entry point. Drifblim moving over. I'm going to go ahead and bring out this Banette. And they're not going to attack, so I'm going to move up with my Banette. Here comes the Decidueye. I'm like, please, don't hit the Destiny Bond. Got to make something happen. I move over, and I'm like, you know what? Takeaway, we're going to have to deal with it. At least the entry point's going to be freed up, and that's exactly what happens. I'm like, you know, I'd rather get taken away than Moonguy's Beam, then that's pretty much a game, because that Cosmog is not going to be able to knock out that Lunala, like, no matter what. Nothing could save us if all we have left is Cosmog. And I get greedy here. I get greedy. I should have brought out the Banette. I'm like, please don't get the gold. Thank you. That was a huge misplay. I should have brought out the Banette, but I was greedy. I wanted to have both Pokemon out. Destiny Bond's going to go off and get rid of that Marshadow. Sableye back on the field, so the Phantom Sphere is in full effect. We're going to bring out this Marshadow. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move up. Definitely going to go after that Sableye. No purple Decidueye. No way to get a knockout that way. And we're going to go ahead and attack the Sableye. Trying to get a knockout. Like, this game has just been back and forth. We've been backed against the corner so many times. The wall's closing in, but somehow we're able to just kind of crawl out from under a rock and just come back. And it's been pretty intense. And then we get the Shadow Sneak into the takeaway. Take that Drifblim. Carry that off to your grave. Boy, because I'm coming back for this one. I'm coming back for this one. We have our Marshadow there trying to get us around. Lunala, really good odds. We get the Psychic. Let's go. We had some pretty unfortunate RNG in the beginning of the game, but it's all kind of coming back here at the end. And Cosmog getting in range because it knows it's not able to be surrounded, but we have gold on our Marshadow. Hit it, and we get it. So pretty lucky, not going to lie, but again, the odds are pretty likely. And that's going to be GG. What an incredible matchup down to turn 190. So shout out to the opponent. That was probably one of the best games I had. We got a plus 37 on that. That was our 18th win. And he was 3,700. That's going to be it for this video. We're going to have a part 2, but coming up. If you thought these duels were amazing, you haven't seen anything yet. The best duels from this gym are yet to come. RNG, look at this, 2458 with an insane chain level 10 deck. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely drop a like, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video, including part 2 of this Psychic Gym Cup. Follow me on Twitter at KW175 for further discussions, and until the next one, later guys.